Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to Scatter Love Tarot. It's your girl coming at you with another daily dice. Keeping in mind these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing down below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you will find all the links necessary below in the description box where you can email me for a personal reading and I'll get you out further information from there. And you can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly. And I do hope to see you there. So with that being said, let us go ahead and get into it. We're going to do a daily dice today in regards to love. So Source, what is the message that you have for us in regards to love? What can you help us understand more about what's going on in love? What are the daily dice messages in regards to love, Source? Okay, so we've got 10th house, we've got Capricorn, and we've got Mars energy. I do feel like you're taking a lot of action towards your career right now, not necessarily focusing on love. But of course, there's always that curiosity. I do have a new block today, so these are a little bit different. But just decided it was time for a change. It's got the seam on it, but that's all right. Yeah, so 10th house and Capricorn energy are hand in hand with one another, talking about our fame, our fortune. Alas, this is definitely that energy that I've been feeling for a long time about when you're becoming stable. As you continue to become stable, you're actually calling in a higher evolution type of relationship, you know, like a highly evolved partner, someone who's been on this journey for a while as well, someone who sees things from a different place, someone who sees things from a much wider perspective and is not so codependent. This is someone who's more independent of a relationship, but just wanting to choose a partner, right? Not needing a partner, but wanting to choose a partner. And I feel like that's exactly where you're at. And you're finding that more and more as you're coming into a state of truly being able to support yourself, truly being able to become the parent that you need. And I feel like here we do have this glimpse of becoming the father in our lives with both 10th house and Capricorn energy. You know, Capricorn is known as the father of the zodiac. So you're definitely healing that wounded masculine that's been inside. Maybe constantly always putting in so much work, overworking yourself, stressing yourself out, like not feeling like you're enough, being a harsh critic instead of a constructive critic in your life. You know, we can take constructive criticism and grow from it. And that's what the healthy masculine teaches us. But here, you know, it's like maybe you've been finding yourself in that wounded masculine where it's like, no matter what I do, no matter where I go, I'm just not enough. And if I'm not putting in 1 billion hours of work every week, then I obviously miss something, and I'm going to miss something along the way. I'm going to miss an opportunity, or I'm going to miss something that's rightfully mine. And it does feel like you are healing this. You know, we do have Mars energy, which is connected with Aryan energy, also an old time astrology with Scorpio energy, but that's very masculine energy, very action oriented, all about that initial go-to. And so it does feel like you're about to gain access to a new opportunity here, which is going to give you leeway into a new dimension, is what I'm hearing. Like they're making it very clear this is a new dimension, a new dimensional type of thinking. And because of that, you have to call in a higher vibrational mate. And so you're not just going to be in these relationships that are just so like wishy-washy or not invested, or someone who doesn't understand your growth. No, you need someone who understands you and understands that they're not there to complete you, but rather they're there to complement you, and vice versa. You're not there to complete them, but you're there to complement them. And I do feel like we could be talking to the masculine in this reading, but it's okay if you're the divine feminine here and it is resonating with you, then that is all right. It's just that they are pointing out that a lot of masculine energy here with these dice, right? So it does feel like we are healing those wounds that have maybe been holding us back from the past. Now, today I actually want to do things a little bit differently since we are dealing with the masculine I do have these new cards. I actually haven't brought them out yet. They're called the Heart of a Lion. They're actually affirmations for the masculine, okay? I got these so that they would complement the affirmations that I have for the feminine, right? So I feel like it's fair to have both. What I'm actually going to do, though, is I'm going to set up a line here. We're going to find out some energy on the masculine, and we're going to find out some energy on the feminine, and that way we can kind of see what the tying energies are right now, is who you're calling in and what that is. So Source, can we please get an oracle card here for the masculine energy in this reading? So we are talking to a masculine, or we're talking about a masculine energy here, someone who's very much in their masculine. Thank you. These are very sticky cards. Okay, and I do feel like this one does want to come out. Interesting that that was there. The future depends on what I do today. All right, so let's get some for the Divine Feminine over here as well. Just one card, please. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to take the bottom of the deck, and let's get some of these oracles to describe where the masculine's at here, Source. Oh, okay. Thank you. Can we please have some oracles to describe where the masculine is at? Source, please. 2 more. Thank you. 1 more. Whoa, okay. They don't want these, but they do want that one. It's interesting we got promise and compromise on this side. That's pretty... yeah, that's crazy. Let's get some for the feminine, Source. What about the feminine on this side? Okay, thank you. Yeah, definitely the feminine energy that I've been feeling, like needing to find that balance with work and where they're going. Don't worry, we'll get to these in just a second. Inducement. Okay, interesting. Collective energy across the board. We have fright, letting go of depression, phobia, and paranoias right now. Okay, now let's go ahead and get some of the yin yang cards for the masculine. What do you want to tell us? Thank you. Yeah. Yep. Interesting. We have the opposite here with the masculine coming into this nurturing and compassionate energy. And how about for the feminine, Source? Let's get some for the feminine. Okay. I feel like this makes a lot of sense. Yep. Can you please get some for the feminine? Oh my goodness, feminine. My divine femmes, and collective energy is avoidance and stalemate. Yeah, so I do feel like the masculine's in avoidance, and the feminine does feel like in a stalemate here. Okay. So let's start with the masculine. Let's leave the feminine for just a minute. Where's the masculine at? Let's find out. So we do have the future depends on what I do today. And we have stay hard. Now, okay, no pun intended over here. Okay, not trying to be dirty. Get your mind out of the gutter. But this is a thing. It's like right now that masculine is in this place. Look at how similar these pictures are. And they're not all similar like that. Okay, but these are very similar. In fact, they have ones, like, it's interesting because even the one underneath that is that very same. An injured lion still wants to roar. And I was talking about the wounded masculine here coming through. And they do want to roar. And you're probably like, well, come on, that one's like that. But see, look, these are... let me just show you some of the pictures. These are the ones coming out from underneath. They're not all that. And you got 3 cards in this very similar energy of trying to make a difference in their life right now, right? Very much so. And so that's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to work very hard. They're trying to compromise where it matters. We have agreement, reconciliation, and consideration. And number 33, I do feel like they feel like they're in between a situation right now where they're having to uphold a promise that they made. Responsibility, confirmation, and assurance, right? Agreement, responsibility, like upholding some sort of contract that they've been going through. This is something they have to get through on their own. They cannot move towards the divine feminine until they've fulfilled this contract, until they've fulfilled this promise, this responsibility that they're holding, okay? Yeah, this could be having to do with a family. We have bond, home, and background, or this is about healing family roots, okay? That's exactly where the masculine is at in regards to this reading. We do have message coming through with Mercury, travel, and communication. So I do feel like when it comes to the divine feminine, I feel like they are going to message soon. But it is once they fulfilled the commitment to this, or once they found their groove, right? It's like I keep feeling that once I found my groove, and I feel like I don't have to continue to hold on to this past situation, I can let it go, because they're coming into a space of where they're really learning how to nurture and find compassion for themselves. And that means that they're going to give that to others. And that is actually very difficult for the divine masculine, right? To find that place of compassion and nurturing. That's more of that feminine trait. Okay, so this is them coming into their femininity within as well. And then we have fulfillment and wish. Yeah, so they definitely know what they want. Okay, but right now they're dealing with something that they have to get through. Okay, so let's see what we have over here for the divine feminine. We have the biggest flex is loving yourself the way you wish they did. Be your own damn upgrade. Exactly. So wherever you want the divine masculine to love you, or however you want them to, how can you love yourself in that way? Then we have, you're not going to tell me who I am. I'm going to tell you who I am. And this is, again, that idea of loving yourself, seeing yourself fully, looking in the mirror and healing yourself in this beautiful way. And it's so interesting. We have a lot of these cards. Like, these two are very similar colors, right? Very similar energies, like learning how to love yourself, seeing yourself for who you are. And the same thing, if you've seen these cards come out, you know they're not all like that. Like, look underneath this. We have this one. Again, very similar energies here too with the business type attire. But then you have these energies coming out. They're not all that same energy, okay? Cartoon. But there's like these very synchronistic energies coming through in regards to this reading. So we did have collaboration with backup, unity, enhancement. So it does feel like you're actually building some sort of community around you right now, whether that's in regards to work, which absolutely makes sense here with what the dice were telling us. So again, this idea of finding assurance and finding stability in what it is that you're doing and being okay. The biggest flex is loving yourself the way you wish they did. Stability, harmony, and acceptance. Accepting yourself fully. And we talked about that. I love this energy. Because the problem is in the past, you've been put in these situations where you've been persuaded by people who don't care about you. Maybe you've been felt bribed by your energy, or you've fallen into temptation. And this is you saying no to this inducement type of energy now. I'm not going to give to others just because they wish that I did. We had lack and doubts, which flew out first. Overcoming this idea of if my masculine's not in my life right now, feeling like you're not good enough, because you are good enough. Whether or not you have your person in life, that should never affect how you feel about yourself. Because right now we have distance with retreat or timeout. There's been some sort of distance that's come between the two of you. Okay, whether that's twin flame, whether that's just a soulmate, whether that's just who you care about the most, there's been a separation that's been put here. And there's a deep longing that's coming from the divine feminine. Okay, and remembering that it's very interesting because the divine masculine is coming into this place of feeling fulfillment. Like, they want their divine feminine, they want their family, they want these things. But it's been so long waiting for the feminine that they're in this place of not feeling good enough about themselves, right? And that's what we were saying. The overall energy that the collective is letting go of is fright. The masculine letting go of this idea that, oh my gosh, like I have to run because I'm not good enough, or because the divine feminine scares the living crap out of me. And the divine feminine being in this place of scared energy of I'm not good enough. I don't do enough. I didn't love hard enough. Like, it's not being enough, right? Both sides of not being enough, mirroring each other here, where now the divine masculine sees you as their fulfillment they always have. But because it's been so long, divine feminine, you're in this energy of like, I'm not okay. And how can you find okay energy with being where you are right now? So let's get one more energy out here and find out what is the healing energy between these two, the divine masculine and the divine feminine source. What is the healing energy here? What are they healing here? Thank you. Wow, okay. So it looks like we've got two. All right, we've got empty. The truth is that you simply don't feel fulfilled. It's worth the wait to find true happiness. And I do feel like this goes with the divine feminine over here, because the masculine's got this wish fulfillment card over here. So they're feeling fulfilled, but this comes back to this feeling lack. We have exit plan. Someone wants out, but they aren't making a move yet. Be prepared for sudden changes. Yeah, that makes so much sense here. Because that's exactly what it feels like. They're fulfilling some sort of compromise, some sort of promise that they made to a family situation. This could be their own family, a family that they made, a third party situation, whatever it is. They're trying to find a way out. And right now, it's like a lot of lack on this divine feminine side, but it is a lot of action going to be taken for the divine masculine. On the bottom, we have tangled, unable to free yourself from a sticky situation. Well, taking a step back helps you see clearly, and then this wanted to be seen, tempted. If you're considering going astray, why not just opt out? It will be better in the long run. And we had temptation over here on the feminine side, and then tangled again, this third party situation. So I do feel like these are absolutely explaining these to a core. I do want to grab one of these new cards for you. I know I said one more, but I do want to grab one of these. They're called Messages of Cosmic Oracle cards. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love these. So this is just something that for the universe to come in and say to those that are watching this reading where it's resonating. And if you feel like this is resonating with you, leave a snake and a spider emoji down below and say, let go of my temptation to move without listening to my intuition. Whoa, okay, I just wanted one, but you're going to get this one flipped over. Remember that it's okay to be happy. It really is. And I feel like that's important for you, divine feminine, to remind yourself that even though you're not with your partner, it's still okay for you to be happy. For the divine masculine, do something kind for someone without any expectation, remembering that it's okay for you to do something just because. Just because. On the bottom, we have bet on yourself, take chances, reach your dreams. You've got this. So for both of you, definitely working hard towards your dreams is the goal right now. It's not about when this is coming together. It's all about you focusing on yourselves right now, no matter where you're at. Okay. So this is what I see for you. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. Again, if it resonated, leave that snake and that spider emoji down below. I don't actually remember what I told you to say, but if you want to say what I said, back it up so you remember what to say. And if not, just say, this is my reading. I call in my higher alignment with source. Leave me a thumbs up down below. And I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.